G'day guys and welcome back to Ados the Great YouTube channel. So guys, in today's video, I will be giving you my state of origin predictions for game 3. Now I'm also, while I'm recording this for you guys on YouTube, I'm also live on TikTok. So if you come over to my YouTube channel and you're watching this video and you're at my TikTok live, let me know. But yeah, let's jump straight into the video today. So my state of origin predictions for game 3. Personally, I think this is going to be an absolute cracker of a game. It won't be anything like game 2. I think it's going to be a very close game. However, you might be surprised by my predictions. So what we'll be going over in today's video is my first try scorer, last try scorer, the match result, and we'll also do the player of the series. So jumping straight in, let's just talk a little bit about the game first. As most of you guys would already have seen, Cameron Munster and Murray Tuolangi are out. We are yet to see what Billy Slater is going to do with the final 17. All we know is Corey Oates is going to play in place of Murray Tuolangi. I personally think that works slightly in Queensland's favour. However, the Munster one is a huge loss, and that is going to hurt us a lot. All right, now, some positives for Queensland fans. The decider is being played at Suncorp Stadium, and the Blues have only won 2 deciders at Suncorp. So that works in Queensland's favour, but gosh, it's going to be hard for Queensland to pull this one out and get a win. All right, now let's talk a bit about, matchups and stuff like that. We always see a good matchup between James Tedesco and Kalen Ponga. I think DCE and Nathan Cleary, brilliant matchup as well. Then you got your forwards. I'm looking forward to big matchups there. I think Josh Papali'i is going to have a huge game for Queensland in this one. So yeah, huge game this one is in for game 3 at Suncorp. All right, let's talk first try scorer. Now there's a lot of potential for first try scorer, whether it be a second rower like Liam Martin. He definitely could get one. We've seen Jeremiah Nanai score plenty of tries this year. Nathan Cleary, Jerome Luai, they're going to be, if you were putting money somewhere, I'd probably look at one of them for a first try scorer as well. But my official first try scorer for game 3 is Brian To'o. I think Bizza is going to have a massive game. I reckon he might score maybe 1 or 2 tries, and I do think he'll nab the first try for Origin 3. All right, next up, my last try. I think the Blues are going to have, a pretty good game for the most part. We've got to look at it this way. The Blues, when they're at their best, they're nearly unstoppable. I reckon you could send that Blues team out as the Australian team, and a lot of international teams would struggle. So I do think that if New South Wales come out to play and they're at their best, Queensland are nearly no chance. Because when you look at it, when both teams are at their best, I still think New South Wales have probably 2 more tries in them than Queensland. Like, that's how good I think the Blues are. And that's still without players like Payne Haas, Latrell Mitchell, Tom Trbojevic. Like, there's a lot of big names out of this squad. And understandably, there's a lot of big names out for us as well. But the Blues, man, they're set for a long time. I think we're going to see a new dynasty start. So, yes, I think if the Blues are at their best, even if Queensland play, nearly perfect football, I don't think we can beat the Blues at their best. So let's talk last try scorer, though. I think the Blues will take control of most of this game, but I think the last try scorer will be a Maroon, and my tip for that one is Corey Oates. So I think Oatesy will finish off the game with a meat pie down the sideline. Hopefully we'll get a good celebration for Try July there as well. All right, so we've mumbled on enough about most of the aspects for this clash. Let's talk about the result. Now, as I said, If Queensland play at their best and New South Wales aren't, very possible Queensland can win this game, especially at Suncorp, with thousands of Maroon fans behind their team. This is a game they can win, but I just feel like New South Wales are levels above Queensland when they're at their best. And if New South Wales come out and play perfect football, Queensland stand no chance. So with that being said, I still think it'll be a fairly close game. But as I said, if both teams are at their best, I see New South Wales probably having 2 more tries up their sleeve than Queensland. So my tip for this game 3 is the New South Wales Blues to win 20 points to 12, an 8-point margin. I think the Blues get it done and wrap up the series here, unfortunately, and that hurts as a Queensland fan. My head's saying tip Maroons. You got to pick them. They're gonna do it. Come on, you've got to tip the boys. Don't tip against them. Look, at the end of the day, I want to tip and I want to be real with what I think is going to happen, and I just can't see the Maroons getting up. Unfortunately, I'm back in the Blues. Obviously, I'm going to support the Maroons. I'm going to be here cheering as loud as I can and hopefully get the Maroons over the line. But I just think if the Blues are playing on point and they're not making a lot of errors, they're getting the job done like they did in Game 2. I think we see a Blues win in this decider. So that is my tip there. Blues by 8 to win 20 points to 12 over the Maroons. And finally, my player of the series. If Queensland had Munster and they were to win, I'd probably pick Munster. But I do think the Blues win this, as I stated before. And I've got to go with Nathan Cleary. Nathan Cleary is my player of the series. He was just phenomenal in Game 2. An absolute workhorse. He put in so much effort. He carried those boys along. A lot of players turned out and played well for the Blues in Game 2. But I just think Cleary played with a clear head and, just put the boys on his back and just, led the way and got them a good win for Game 2. And I think he'll continue to do that for Game 3. I honestly believe Nathan Cleary wins the player of the series. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope Queensland come out and steamroll the Blues. I just don't see it happening. Let me know who you're backing down in the comments below. And if you guys are joining me from TikTok, head over to my YouTube channel, hit that sub button. I'm trying to communicate with you guys as well. So hit that sub button. Really would love to see you guys there. But yes, guys, to everybody watching on YouTube now, thank you all so much for your support. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Let me know who you're tipping down below in the comments. Thank you once again. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.